Welcome back to another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Today we're diving into a topic that hits close to home for many of us, perfectionism. Have you ever felt that if you can't do something perfectly, it's better not to try at all? We've been there too. Listen how Kelsey's fear of not measuring up kept her stagnant and prevented her from pursuing things she genuinely enjoyed. I will share how perfectionism can lead to disappointment, especially during what should be joyful moments. We'll explore how these high expectations can spiral into anxiety and frustration, and why learning to embrace imperfection is essential for our well-being. Join us as we explore how embracing our imperfection can lead to a more fulfilling life. Let's bloom together.
Hi guys, welcome back to Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Tina's having a bit of a breakthrough moment, so I might have hit record a little early on her because I'm like, we gotta get there because she's having some realization.
Yeah.
So
So we started talking about being a perfectionist.
yes, perfectionist,
Perfectionism.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so Tina did a little bit of research and a lot of things resonated.
Well, the one thing it says that I was just like, gosh, it says impaired relationships. Perfectionists may have difficulty maintaining healthy relationships due to their unrealistic expectations of others and their tendency to be overly critical. That is me. That is me with probably my husband.
Oh no!
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm over critical because, just,
High expectation.
well, yeah, even like his eyebrows, I'll trim his eyebrows. And yeah, I probably expect too much of him to be perfect. Yeah.
And none of us is perfect.
Hey, oh my gosh. What a way to start today, right?
Right. But those of us who identify, I feel like perfectionist has been glorified in our society a little bit. It's turning a corner. But at least when I was growing up and when you were growing up, being a perfectionist was like the thing somebody would say is my weakness, but really we're like, but that's a good thing because it means we're perfect or close to it, as close as you can get, right?
Right.
Like in our minds. What I have realized, and the reason I wanted to talk about this today, is how much personally identifying as a perfectionist, because I took that on as a piece of my identity for so long, actually held me back from even trying things. Because if I wasn't going to be the best, if I wasn't going to be perfect, I wasn't even going to, I had to convince myself I didn't care about those things because that hurt less than caring and not being super good at it.
You were a huge procrastinator.
I was a procrastinator. I'm still working on that one.
Yeah.
Procrastination was a huge piece of it. The things that seem so simple, there's three things that I once I had this epiphany or realization or whatever you want to call it about being a perfectionist and how much it was holding me back. They seem so simple. One was working out. I convinced myself I didn't care at all because it was too hard and I was never going to be as good as the person next to me. So I just didn't do it and convinced myself I didn't care about it. That goes along with all the health stuff. I didn't care about eating healthy because I was never going to be able to do it perfectly. So I just went the opposite extreme. It was basically living off of fast food for so many years of my life. Right? Yes, exactly. That phase. Yes. For those of you who are just on audio, didn't see Tina's face, but that phase. The other big one was taking care of my house and keeping it tidy, being organized within my home. I spent so much energy making sure I was organized and tidy at work that to do both was just way too much. To do both perfectly was just going to be impossible. So I just quote, didn't care about my house. I didn't care about, I was too busy. That's the other thing. Like, I identified so heavily with like how busy I was that it was like this badge of honor that was not actually badge of honor. But for so long, like, busyness was my identity, right? Like, I'm too busy for that. I don't have time to clean the house. I don't have time to cook food. We're going to live off of McDonald's and our lives are great because look how much fun we're having doing all these things. But it wasn't. The third thing was my garden.
Oh,
I don't know how to garden. So instead of like playing with it and figuring it out, I just like avoided it at all costs. So I don't know. I was going on a walk with my mom one time when I realized that one. And she was like talking about all the gardens as we were passing them and all the different flowers and stuff. And I realized, I don't know, I just like, again, you're walking because I had this realization about working out. And like, so I did start walking, right? And so as we're doing that and I'm thinking about that, we're talking about the gardens and I'm like, that's another thing that I've like just never tried because I don't know how to do it.
so you didn't plant a garden?
I had never planted a garden. I've bought houses that had them. And then
like flower garden or vegetable?
Both, either,
okay.
Either or. Mostly I'm referring to flowers, but either or. But in last time we talked about like 2019 taking that breather and that I think it was 2019, maybe 2020 when I did plant my first like vegetable garden and realized it's okay to like take baby steps and try things and play. That's my word of the year.
Yeah.
Those who don't know.
Yeah.
Play is my word of the year. Play, have fun with it, try things, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right. Because when you strive for perfectionism, you don't even start.
Yeah.
You don't know where to start.
It held me back from starting so many things.
Right.
It held me back from starting so many things. And the other thing is that somehow I feel like these two things go hand in hand. Maybe not always, but for me they did. Being a perfectionist and at the same time being a multi-passionate person with like all these different things that you want to do. And good Lord, does that lead to burnout and anxiety?
Yeah.
Like that combination of things. Those are the two things when you were doing that. Reading that.
Yeah. It's physical and mentally exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. So I don't know. Do you have something? I know you have identified as a perfectionist in your life as well. Before, now, still, maybe, no.
With what?
I don't know. Does this resonate with you in small ways?
I think when you mentioned how you with the house and stuff,
yeah.
I mean, probably if you walk into my house, you wouldn't think I'm a perfectionism, but the things that I see that I need to pick up and clean up and do, it drives me nuts. It actually drives me nuts, because I want it to be perfectly clean and, you know, everything put away, but, you know, that's life. You're not, it's just setting yourself up
for
feeling of more anxiety, depression,
which is
if you expect things to be in their perfect place all the time, because it's not going to be, not in my house anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
which is why I just convinced myself that that's not a thing I care about.
Yeah.
Once you have kids, like, it's never going to be perfect, especially when I got little kids in the house.
Right.
Like, you're going to walk home every day with toys on the floor.
Right.
And in order for that to not drive me absolutely crazy, I just completely convinced myself it wasn't something I cared about at all. To the point of, like, identifying as a person who doesn't care. Like, do you know what I mean when I say identifying as, like, it's like who you are? Like, I am a person who doesn't care. I am a person who doesn't exercise. I am a person who, like, where it becomes a piece of you almost, and not just like a thing you don't do. Does that make sense?
I hear what you're saying.
You hear what I'm saying a little bit? So, I don't know. It made me think of, I'm pretty sure this came from the book The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod,
Okay.
where he talked about, actually, you know what? I read that book and Atomic Habits really close together at the same time. So it came from one of those books. Atomic Habits is James Clear. And as I explain what I'm going to talk about, I think it was Atomic Habits. But he talks about identifying yourself as the thing you're trying to create as a habit. So the example I think he used was smoking. So if you're trying to quit smoking, stop identifying yourself as a smoker who's quitting. You are now a non-smoker.
Right. I believe it was James Clear.
You know, because you've heard this. I heard that
story too.
Yeah. And so that's what it had to become for me, is like, I'm still working to let go of that perfectionist title, so that I am not a perfectionist. I am a former perfectionist who is now embracing the journey.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. When I think of being a perfectionist, it reminds me of the holidays and how you want the holidays to be perfect with family and the dinner table and the food and, you know, the conversations, and how many times they're not.
Yes.
You know, and basically when they're not, then you get depressed. And you get angry, and there goes that cycle again, you know? And I remember a counselor saying, don't have such high expectations. Don't have those, the perfectionist thoughts in your head, how it is, this is going to be perfect. You know, it's not a healthy thought to have the perfect dinner table, the perfect, you know.
And again, going back to like the business piece of this too, right? Or creating a business. If you expect it all to be perfect, you'll never get started.
Yeah.
This ties right back into our last conversation about not knowing the whole picture. And if you expect it all to be perfect, it'll never get started.
Right. Are you ready to take your health and wellness journey to the next level? Join me, tinabaden, as we dive into the amazing world of Plexus, a health and wellness business transforming lives every day. Plexus offers a range of products designed to support your health goals, from weight management and gut health to enhanced energy and kids' nutrition. With a focus on natural ingredients and holistic wellness, Plexus empowers you to take control of your health. To kickstart your own journey, I invite you to connect with me. Take a moment to fill out my health questionnaire through my website for a personalized solution tailored just for you. Let's embark on this journey to better health together.
I want to share a story about Christmas, though, not going at all as you planned. Can I share? I feel like I have really.
Hey, it's Christmas soon anyway. Go ahead.
It is. So there was a Christmas, and I don't remember how many years ago this was, that I woke up in the middle of the night because I heard some rustling downstairs. To come downstairs to, my kids had opened every single present under that tree before I woke up in the middle of the night.
Gosh, no way. Like all three kids?
All three kids.
No way.
Actually, let me see. Milo was too little. So it was two kids.
Two of the kids.
It was two of the kids. Milo was in his room. Every piece of me was so heartbroken because it wasn't perfect, right? Like I missed the whole thing.
Right.
Parts of me were super angry because also they were like not opening the right presents. So like I knew that some of these gifts were intended for somebody else, but they were pretty confident about, you know, which gifts they open and which ones. But yeah.
Oh my
anyway,
gosh, I can't even imagine.
It was a rough Christmas, but I did I was pretty proud of myself for holding it together pretty well in that moment. Like, I wasn't going to ruin their Christmas over this, you know? Because it's Christmas.
And it's like, it's already done. What are you doing? You just gotta laugh about it, I guess,
So
right?
we went and woke up Milo, and it's probably 2 or 3 in the morning. We went and woke up Milo, who was probably 1-year-old at the time, 1 or 2, and brought him down to do the Christmas thing with the gifts. And so we sent the boys back to bed. So it's not like they got to have their Christmas morning and play with the gifts right away. I'm like, no,
actually, they had their Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Instead of 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
So they did.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, just talk about like perfectionism and expecting things to go one way and learning how to handle when they don't.
Yeah.
Tied into Christmas. Oh man.
And I don't know if we've mentioned this before to the listeners, but I babysit for Milo.
Yeah.
Milo's in kindergarten. He's 5 years old. And I just love him to pieces. And he, just to let you know, he plans on trying to see Santa Claus this year.
Oh, yes.
And
is that a baby?
We there was a commercial on TV, it wasn't a commercial. It was actually a show where the boy was hiding in a cupboard during the night. He was going to sleep and everything, and he had his pillow and his blanket in a cupboard because he wanted to catch Santa Claus. He wanted to see Santa Claus in action. Yeah. So just to let you know.
No,
just to give you a heads up.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't wake up with all the presents opened again this year. I don't think we will. But yeah. Oh man. What a Christmas that was.
Yeah.
A lesson in going with the flow and embracing the moment that you can. It was tough.
Yeah.
But I think perfectionism in general takes away from us being able to be present in any moment, because we're constantly thinking about, like, especially you were talking about Christmas, like we're constantly thinking about how to create the perfect moments instead of just enjoying where we're at right now in this moment. Yeah.
I think the people, including me, who try to reach perfectionism, a lot of times people they don't start to do what they would like to do, right? Because they have that such fear of failure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. And
it really,
example for you of something you didn't.
It just really holds people back. You know, well, just think about us and the podcast.
Oh yeah.
You know, if
we tried to figure this all out before we got started, we never would have gotten started.
Right.
We're figuring it out as we go.
Right.
That's not too much. By the time
it's probably the reason why I hardly sleep the night before of these podcasts, because I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Trying to think of all of the things, and my brain is just going, you know?
I do think this is a really good practice in letting go of that. The podcast is. Yeah. Not only just because we're just doing it as, figuring it out as we go, but even just these conversations are not overly crafted.
No, heck no, we don't even have notes, people. We don't have any guidelines. We don't have anything.
Like, learning how to just embrace what comes.
Right.
Is, I think really good for both of us.
Yeah.
As we do this. So.
Right. I guess, hey, we're authentic, right? We don't have any cheat sheets. We don't have any scripts or anything like that. Yeah, we're just going with the flow. But, because I don't know. I think I've been around the block enough to know that there's no way that, or maybe if it's the counseling or the, the different retreats and stuff that we've been to know, after we hear it time and time again about perfectionism, that, if you have a thought, if you have a goal in mind, you think about it, you try to plan it, and then you act upon it. Don't try to be perfect. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
There was a friend of mine that has a podcast, and she's always like, set the date. Erin Renninger is her name, and she's got an excellent podcast.
Yeah.
Authentic.
We'll link it in the show.
Yes,
we'll find it.
She's awesome. But I remember her very first podcast. It was set the date. Don't quit holding yourself back. Just set the date and do it. Just do it.
This episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey is brought to you by Apricity Financial Planning. At Apricity, we specialize in helping women navigate life's financial transitions with clarity, confidence, and intention. Whether you're facing a career change, stepping back into work or away from work, or managing unexpected challenges, we're here to support you. If you've been looking for a partner to walk alongside you on your financial journey, someone who truly listens, understands your goals, and helps you align your money with your values, Apricity Financial Planning is here for you. Visit apricityfp.com to learn more about how we can help you bring mindfulness and intention to your finances. Explore our resources and take the first step toward building financial confidence and peace of mind. Let's work together to create a plan that works for you. Now, let's dive back into the episode. So, one of my word of the years that I've had over the past couple of years, I want to say this was 2003, word of the year was decide. And it's exactly what you're talking about. Like, that was the year I launched my business. So, I could have pondered things forever.
Yeah.
Forever. So, I literally had a page in my planner that said decisions at the top. And when I decided something, I put it in there, and then I wasn't allowed to reconsider anymore. Like, that was the decision.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Her podcast is Unapologetically Authentic, Erin Renninger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So decide and move forward.
Exactly.
And I think that is a huge, that was a huge step in the right direction, that like having that paper to actually write it down and know that that decision is made and it's no longer a like back and forth thing was super helpful in overcoming my perfectionism about some things. And we always hear progress over perfection. Like, how many times do you hear that before it actually, like, I have to be reminded of it still consistently, progress over perfection. So the other thing I think too is that we, as kids, got praised for being a perfectionist. And when I was working, before I started working for myself, like that was a title that had been bestowed upon me as like the perfectionist on the team. And so that created like even more pressure, right? To be the one that made sure everything was perfect going into it.
Like sports, grades.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think a lot of times what a perfectionist also struggles with is finishing something. Like, it's never done because it's never perfect enough.
Mm-hmm.
I was like that because I have also been a writer throughout my life. Nothing published, but just definitely identified as a writer growing up. But nothing was ever done. There was always more editing to be done. You know, like it was never done.
Do you think you can go back to what you've written and try to get things published, or since you know now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I technically have published some things now because I had a blog that had like 4 posts on it, so not a lot, right? Nothing super consistent. But I learned how to accept that was good enough. I could edit it to the death of me, but that was good enough. And it took having a second eye So I would show it to my husband, and he'd be like, publish, hit the button. Like that's so it's the first time. So sometimes it's just having that other person to be like, yes, this is good enough.
Right.
When we work for ourselves, that makes it even that much harder because a lot of times we are the person that has to decide it's good enough. So that's just another hurdle to overcome as a solopreneur person working for yourself without a team yet.
Right.
Right. So yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. That was a good conversation today.
It was. Yeah. I think there's a lot of good takeaways here.
Yeah.
Just take the next step, make a decision and move forward. What were the 3 things you said? Think about it, something, and then take action.
Think about it, plan it, take action.
Yeah. So take that with you into your life today, whatever may help you. And looking forward to our next conversation next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep glowing and see you soon.